Hello, friends. Long time no see. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and turn down this ring light. And then wait for everyone to get on and then we'll get started. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and post my shopping link right here in the comments. So this is where you can find all of the makeup and the skincare and the tools that I'm gonna be sharing. And I'm gonna pin it right here in the comments, so everything is saved right there, like I said. So feel free to shop there. Everything has a love it guarantee, so if you don't love anything for any reason, you just return it for your money back. And then if you need to be color matched, or if you need help picking out your makeup, or if you're not sure what color you are in this makeup line or anything like that, just comment color match in the comments and I can message you to get you all sorted. And if you don't see a message from me, make sure that you send me a message, tap on my face, a little description window will pop down, you can click on my name, and that will take you to my page and you can message me there. Thank you. I know I missed you guys too. We took a little family vacay, so that's why I was away, but I try to give you guys some really good pre-recorded videos while I was gone to entertain you, but I know there's nothing like a live tutorial. And then after I'm done with my makeup, I'm actually going to be hopping back on to do my hair with Lange. And if you are familiar with Lange, they do a giveaway when I'm live, so make sure to tune here at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time for that tutorial too, to hopefully win something. Yay! Hi guys, I'm so happy to be back. Yes, absolutely. I will definitely be so happy to help you pick out your makeup. So make sure to comment color match in the comments. Hi Lori, welcome. Yes, if you are new, make sure you hashtag newbie in the comments so I can welcome you. And then if you're watching this on the replay, hashtag replay in the comments so I can see you. And yeah, we'll go and get started. My makeup brushes are so dirty. I meant to wash them and I just haven't, so ignore my dirty brush. But I am going to use, Tammy messaged me and I can help you save money. Thank you. Hello from Arkansas. All right, so I'm going to use the Liquid Touch foundation today. I always make sure I squeeze the topper and shake up the bottle really, really well before I use it. And that is going to ensure that my makeup is going, or the foundation is going to go on super flawless, super full coverage, and not like a thinner consistency, because this is a mineral-based makeup. So if you just let it like sit in the bottle on your stand or whatever, it will have a tendency to separate. So make sure to really shake that up. But I love the Liquid Touch foundation. It's been one of my ride or dies for going on 5 years now. I love it just because it's super flawless, it's super full coverage, and it's really buildable, meaning if you're wanting it to be less coverage or not as full, you can achieve that look as well. So again, if you need to be color matched, just comment color match in the comments and I can color match you. Which color match means that I will just tell you like what products to get and what shades you are. And now if you don't love full coverage, if you're like, I just want something minimal, just want something fast and easy, I can give you a recommendation for that too. I tailor each recommendation to your preferences and what you want out of your makeup. So if you want something that's super flawless and fast and easy, I have a recommendation for that. So make sure that when you message me, let me know what type of coverage you're looking for. If it's something full or heavy, or not heavy, but like really full, or light or something like that, just let me know. Look forward to your makeup tutorials. Oh, yay! I'm glad you're here. Hello, what brush are you using for the liquid? This is called the Powder Concealer Brush. I really love this brush for the liquid foundation because it's super flexible, so it allows you to really blend it nicely, but it's not so flexible that it's like absorbing all of your makeup. But that right there is about 4-ish drops of the Liquid Touch foundation all over, and as you see, it gives incredible full coverage. Now if you're wanting it to be lighter coverage, meaning that you don't want as much on, you'll just do like 2 drops. So it's very buildable. I love it, and it's super easy. Just literally drop it on. All right, so now I'm gonna go ahead, and then for this I always just kind of like squirt it on my finger, and then I'll just kind of dot it around. And then I do this so I have the excuse to be able to go in with my blending bud And I love these blending buds. I swear by them. I feel like I'm a spokesperson for these blending buds because they seriously give the best coverage. They make everything look so much more fuller coverage, so much more smoother on your skin. They're going to add hydration into your skin because you're going to use them damp. So before you use them, you're going to wring them underneath the water like a running faucet in your shower, or in your sink, in your bathroom, wherever, and then they're ready to use. So doing that is gonna not only give a little bit of moisture into your foundation, which is gonna help to prevent anything from looking dry or cakey or whatever, but it's also going to smooth everything out because it's compressing the makeup down in a place rather than just like buffing it on top. So really, really important step. I use these blending buds with all of the foundation options, the stick, the liquid, the spray, so all of them. I'm gonna drop my other one, hold on. The blending buds last like 18 to 24 months, depending on how much you use them and how much you wash them. But the blending buds, you guys, and awesome. I have the direct link to them right there. They are a must-have. Like if you get one thing from my website, the blending buds are must have. When you first get them, they're going to be a little bit dense. Mine are brand new, but they'll soften up over time. So just give them a chance. So much better than anything else I've ever tried. They last a long time as well. Couldn't agree more. All right, so now my favorite product Younique has ever come out with, ever. This is, the Skin Solution Concealer, and I'm using it in the shade Organza. Now this concealer, like I just said, is my favorite because not only did they nail the formula, meaning that it's super full coverage and it's super flawless looking, but it also has caffeine in it. And again, we're going to use our blending bud and just blend this in really quickly. And when you buy the blending buds, you get two. You get the large and the small. So perfect. The concealer has caffeine in it, so it's giving your under eye and wherever you're using this like an instant eye lift. It is so incredible. It's not heavy or cakey at all. There's no scent to it. It's incredible. It's so full coverage, meaning that it's going to hide anything you have. Look at how brightening that is. Isn't that so good? So I'm using the shade Lace in my foundation, and then I use the shade Organza in the concealer. So you're going to want to make sure that your blending bud is damp for this part because the concealer does firm up very quickly. It doesn't dry. I don't like using that word with my concealer because it doesn't dry, it firms. So it's so quick. So you definitely want to make sure that you blend it out briskly. You don't have to be worried like, oh my gosh, if I don't do it fast enough, it's going to look like crap. But you want to move kind of briskly with this. But look at how incredibly brightening that is. Isn't that so pretty? So getting that really bright under eye not only is going to give you that really youthful appearance, but it's also going to really elongate your under eye, especially when you do it like in an upside down triangle like that, to really like open up your eyes. So couldn't recommend this concealer enough. Like I said, this is the Skin Solution Concealer. It's on my website right here, RheaHopeBeauty.com, and I use the shade Organza, which that's probably my favorite shade in the concealer because it's light enough to really brighten, but it's not so light that you're like, oh my gosh, you just put highlighter under your eyes. And it has very slight pink undertones, so it's really amazing for hiding dark circles. How do I prevent it from sinking into my lines under my eyes, and then when I put powder under it, just accents it? So you're definitely going to want to make sure that you're doing my pre-makeup routine, which I swear by. It's two products. It's a mattifying face primer and the setting spray. So before I put any makeup on, I do setting spray it all over my face. Then I do my mattifying face primer. I apply that all over my face and let that sit for like 3 to 5 minutes because you want to leave time for your primer to settle. Or else if you're just going in with primer and then immediately going in with foundation, the primer's just being mixed in with the foundation. It's doing nothing. So give time for this to settle into your pores, into your fine lines. So you definitely want to massage it underneath, press it down into place, and then leave it for a few minutes. So this is the mattifying face primer. Is my favorite. It blurs fine lines and pores, so even better for under eyes. And then you want to spray again with the setting spray. Try it. I swear you will love it. I saw someone else comment something. How does the concealer work with wrinkles? It's incredible. Like I said, that caffeine is really going to give you a nice eye lift. So it's amazing for the wrinkles. It's not going to accentuate like an oil-based concealer would, because oil-based concealer is just going to seep down. This is going to be firming, so it's amazing for under eyes for mature skin. All right, so now I'm going to take my Touchable Hold Translucent Setting Powder. I popped the cap off mine so I could use it in a baking technique, which is essentially just using a lot of it. So what I do is I take a dry beauty blender. This one's from Real Techniques. I got it at Walmart. I'm going to spray it with my setting spray to get it to be like misted on there so it really clings onto my setting powder really nicely and adds, again, a little bit of moisture into that. So that's really going to help. And I'm going to apply this, 1, wherever I put my concealer, and 2, wherever I find like I get really oily or really shiny throughout the day. So this is going to not only prevent any oils from moving around, but it's also going to set my makeup, meaning that it's going to mattify it, make it a little bit more fuller coverage, also can hide pores, helps to mattify that. The only like warning I guess I have with this is if you have dry skin, you can still utilize this product, but this is how you're going to use it. So you're going to take your setting powder. You're going to take an angled brush like this. This one's from Stilazzi. It's a Highlight 509 brush. Usually your setting powder comes with a little mesh plate, so you'll press it into the mesh plate, but for tutorial sake, I'm just going to press it pretending this is my mesh plate. So I'm going to press it in there, grab it on there, and then you're just going to dab it wherever you need it to set. So you can still utilize the product to set your makeup, and for highlighting, you're just going to use it differently. Is concealer waterproof? My under eyes water really bad. Yes, it's water resistant. It's amazing. Telling you, I've never used a better concealer. I used to be a huge fan of the Shape Tape concealer, if you've ever tried that. Ours is really similar to that as far as coverage goes, but ours is like a thinner consistency, so it doesn't feel like super heavy like that one does. My ears show up badly. Yes, the concealer will be amazing for you. Also, the setting powder is a really good product to resist water as well. So if you're going through menopause or you live somewhere it's really humid, obviously it's winter, so humidity is not like that big of an issue, but during summer, the setting powder is incredible. We went to New Orleans and Orlando in August the last couple years for our convention. The setting powder was like my BFF. Like I could not leave the hotel room without that. I don't know how you guys live in that humidity. It was so intense. All right, so now that I have my setting powder on, so this is going to set your T-zone. And so now at this point, you can either set your whole face with a pressed powder. You can use a shade like Jacquard would work. I'm going to use this in a big pressed powder brush, just like this. If you want the link to this brush, just message me. It's not from Younique. It's one of like the only products I use that's not from Younique. And then I'm just going to blend this out all over. What this is going to do is essentially the same thing the setting powder does, blend out, or sorry, not blend out, set our foundation and just add a little bit more coverage. So I'm going to tap that all over. You can skip this step and do just your setting powder in your T-zone, and then take the pressed powder in the shade Twill for your contour. So contouring not only will set your makeup, meaning that it's going to keep it in place so it's not going to move around, but it also is going to warm up your complexion and it's going to make your makeup look like it matches even better. So there's sometimes that people are like, oh, my makeup doesn't look like it matches, it looks too light, or I see a disconnect or whatever. Always, are you contouring? No, I don't contour. I'm telling you, contouring is not just for like bougie makeup. It really does make a big difference. So I have it on my tapered blusher brush. This is going to be under brushes on my website, and I have the pressed powder. It's pressed powder in the shade Twill. So technically it's a foundation, but I love this product for how easy it is to blend. I think it's easier to blend out than a bronzer. So I'm going to take it on here and I'm going to swirl in the cap really, really well to separate that pigment all over, because if you're not swirling and tapping, you're going to get a chunk of powder, then you're going to put it on your face, and then you're going to be like, it's not blending. It's not blending because you put too much in one spot. So blend that out on the brush and then hold your hand towards the back, and you're going to very light-handedly just kind of mark your face and then swirl. So I always work with like lighter hands, and then I'll get heavier handed as I go, however I want it to look. So if I'm like, oh, I don't really see it on there, I'll use a heavier hand. If you go in and you're like, oh gosh, what have I done? You can always go in with your pressed powder and lighten it up. So have no fear, there's always ways to fix it. All right, so same thing again, pressed powder in the shade Twill, telling you best contour color ever for all complexions. Minus if you're like really, really tan or really, really dark, you can always message me and I can tell you what color to grab. And thank you guys for complimenting. I see these comments. All right, so again, tap off, swirl in, and then for the cheeks, ready? Again, does not need to be hard or complicated. Start at the top of your ear and work down to the corner of your mouth. You stop like 2 finger lengths away from your mouth, 2 finger lengths away from your jawline. That's all you got to remember. So just take it horizontally. Start at the top. Again, light hands. If it comes too dark, you're pushing too hard. Light hands, swish, swish, swish. Once you start seeing a line form, turn your brush and swirl. Again, light hands, guys. That's probably the most common mistake I see in makeup application is that they push too hard and then they blame the product. So you're definitely going to want to make sure that you are using really light hands. I know I am too, but if you need anything from Younique, I'm still here. I'm not going anywhere. So just message me and I can give you my website, which is RheaHopeBeauty.com. All right, so same thing underneath, under the jawline, very light-handedly. And then again, you stop like where your bronzer is, just like that. Okay, so now my top is from Pink Lily, which I have pinned in a top, but I'll give you guys the direct links over on Instagram. All right, so for the nose, make sure to tap off a lot of that and then just squeeze the brush and then just very light-handedly run it down the sides of your nose, around the bottom of your lip, just like that. Isn't that pretty? Very subtle. So now the difference. Contour versus no contour. Do you see that difference? Click the little heart emoji or the thumb or whatever if you see the difference in that. It just makes everything look so much more blended, makes your skin look so much warmer, thins out your complexion, just really gives your face like a lift versus this side that kind of just looks washed out, blah, blotchy. This side, it just really brings everything together. So I'm telling you, contouring is not just for the glam, it's for making everything look super, super soft and subtle. So again, top of the ear, towards the corner of the mouth. And then as you do this, the more and more you do this, it will become more natural and more just second nature. And you won't have to remind yourself for light hands and all these little things. It'll become very second nature. So give yourself some grace. The first couple times I did this, believe me, I was like, oh my lord. Oh my lord, what have I done? So like I said, if you ever go too dark, just take your powder brush and just go over it and it will lighten it up. All right, so now for blush. I'm going to do my favorite blush color. This is the shade Sisterly. And this is my favorite color because not only is it very soft and subtle, but it gives you this really pretty sheen to it. So if you're balling on a budget, this is a really great blush to grab because it's going to act as a blush and a highlight all in one. So you're just going to take an angled blusher brush, any kind of brush would do for this step, and you're just going to tap, tap, tap on the apple of your cheek and then work up to the hairline and see how that really gives you that really pretty gleam. Isn't that gorgeous? So pretty. Again, this is shade Sisterly. And now if you guys are watching and you're like, gosh, I really like this tutorial, or this Rhea girl's entertaining me, click that share button in your bottom left-hand corner. I cannot tell you how much that means to me. Like, this is my full-time job, so I live and thrive off of word of mouth. So if you could either tag your friend or share this to their page or just tell your friends to come follow my page here on Facebook, I would be forever grateful. So please click that share button or just share them my website, RheaHopeBeauty.com, and then I would love to help them as well. So if you know anyone that loves your makeup or that gives you compliments, feel free to give them my website or my Instagram, which is Rhea Hope. Any of the above things help me out so much. It helps me, helps support my kids, my family, so I can't thank you guys enough for doing that. For those who already have, I've seen some people that hashtag shared, so thank you. Keep it coming. Do you have a tutorial on using the eyelash serum for eyelashes and eyebrows? I do. It's going to be under my skincare tutorial, which I have on my page, Rhea Hope, here on Facebook. But basically, it's very easy. You're just going to use it on the backside of your lashes before bed every night. And then I just take it through and just comb through your eyebrows. My lord. Thank you. All right, so now for highlight, I'm going to use the Touch in the Mode Luminizer in the shade Pearly. And this is a really pretty highlight because it has some really pretty like rosy gold undertones to it. And again, very soft and subtle. But I love just how it gives you this really pretty gleam. This is so pretty when it comes to like family photos or being photographed. It doesn't have any like flashback, meaning that when someone takes your photo, you're not going to look like pale. So I love that about this whole makeup line, but especially that. All right, so now for eyebrows. Eyebrows used to intimidate me so much. Comment if they did for you as well. They don't need to be scary, especially when you're using the right product. So, right product is this guy. This is the brow pencil in the shade medium. And I'm going to go from the tear duct straight up, and this is really going to like cap off the brow. Just like so. And then once you kind of like made where your brow's going to... Oh, God. Siri scared the crap out of me. I was like, oh my God, who's in here? Now she decides to work. Oh my God. Well, that wasn't a general wash. They still scare you guys? Oh my gosh. Not as much as Siri scared me. Jeez. All right, so anyway, focus. Brow pencil. Easiest product ever to use. And you're going to go from the top where you kind of like made that line all the way to the arch. I'm like sweating now. That scared the crap out of me. And then from the bottom corner, you're going to go to the arch and then throughout the tail. So now you kind of have the structure to the brow, and then now you just color in. So something, again, with the brows is light hands. If you're pushing super hard, your brows are going to come out really dark. If you aren't pushing hard enough, then they're going to come out really light, and you're going to be here all day. So you need to practice to find that perfect pressure, and everybody's different on your preference on how like bold or how soft you want them. But once you have the generalized like shape and color, then I take the spoolie side and I'll just kind of comb through, and this will lighten it up and kind of separate that. But really, really, really easy when it comes to doing your brows. And then you can always go through and make it look as structured as you want. Oh my gosh, good old Siri. Okay, so now same thing here. Tear duct straight up to cap off the brow. Thank God I wasn't doing my eyebrows when she decided to talk. I'd be like, and then to the arch, and then to the arch, and then cap it off, and then color in. Just like so. All right, and then once again you have the generalized shape. I'll use the spoolie side and comb through. And again, if you guys need any help picking out your products or you need to be color matched, you can always message me here on Facebook. I can give you a full recommendation. As far as like our monthly deal, usually every month we have like a different savings or a different bundle. This month is really cool because of Black Friday. We're actually having a deal every Monday. So if you aren't yet, make sure you text Rhea Hope to the phone number 25456 to be alerted on what deal is happening. But this week you can get the eye cream that I use that is incredible, has peptides and caffeine, plus the applicator. Normally that bundle right there, those two products are $74, but you can get both of them for $59, I believe. So it's 20% savings, and you can find that under Holiday Bliss. And then that deal goes to Sunday, so don't miss out on that because that's the first and probably only time the eye cream has been on sale. So make sure to grab that bundle, which again is under Holiday Bliss, and it's only around until Sunday. All right, so that was a brow pencil in medium. And then we did the eyeliner in the shade Perfect, just on the waterline. And I love this eyeliner because it's like water resistant, stays in place, it doesn't build up in your tear ducts. It's incredible, and it's only $15. All right, so now for eyeshadow, I'm going to do a really simple eye look. I actually did this look yesterday. So I'm going to do the shade Impish in the pressed eyeshadow on my fluffy crease brush. And I'm just going to dust this into the crease. This is one of my favorite eyeshadow colors because it has these really pretty like peachy undertones, so it gives you this really gorgeous like sunsetty glow look to your eyeshadow, and it looks good under all colors. It's that like must-have basic shade. The waterlines, yes, thank you. I linked my shirt at the top. It's from Pink Lily, and you could use the code RAYA20 on their whole website to save. But if you guys need any links, feel free to reach out to me here on Facebook. I will be so happy to help you. I know, right? Impish is such a great color. I love just how soft it is, that it's not like super dark or really intense, and it's a matte color, so there's no shimmer or anything to it, and it blends really nicely, but I just love how it really like illuminates your eyes. So pretty. All right, so we're just working this into the crease, and then I always think this little saying whenever I'm doing my eyeshadow, rainbow, rainbow, zigzag, will help to get the eyeshadow into place and blend it out really nicely. And then I'm actually going to take the shade Earthly and work this into the outside corner just to create a little bit of depth. But I really want kind of like a brighter eye look, so I'm not going to go too heavy with this. All right. And then now I'm going to take another brush. I'm going to do this one. And I'm going to grab that same shade, Impish and Earthly, and we're just going to drag this underneath the lower lash line just to give it more of a cohesive finished look. Just make sure everything looks really like kind of together. Really completes the eye look. And you can use the brow, what's it called? Brow Artist brush for this step too, because it has a dense angled brush on it, which would work well. And then I'm going to grab Earthly, go right over on top. Okay, and now that we have that pretty much done, now I'm going to go in with the shade Reverent in our liquid eyeshadow. Yes, on the inside of the waterline. So right behind your eyelashes is where you put it. So the thing about liquid eyeshadows, not only are they so pretty and so easy to apply, but they are crease proof and smudge proof. They're waterproof. They are incredible if you have fine lines or wrinkles on your eyelids, oily eyelids, or watery eyes. They stay in place no matter what. They're so easy to apply. You can literally put them on with your finger. I like to put it on with the applicator and then go in with the cream shadow brush and just kind of tap, tap, tap this to very gently blend it out. It not only is going to set really quickly, so you don't have to worry about opening your eyes and letting it dry. They're really easy to blend. They're honestly probably the easiest eyeshadow I've ever used. And the shade Reverent is my favorite eyeshadow color, like hands down ever used, because it really illuminates your eyes, making them look brighter, more youthful, drawing the attention to the eyes without overpowering them. And it gives you that really pretty like metallic color without making it look like you're wearing glitter on your eyes. So yes, if your eyes are oily, the liquid eyeshadows, you cannot go wrong. There's so many great colors. We have obviously this really pretty champagne-y pink, and then there's bronzy colors, and there's like fall, like maroon colors. So many good ones. Again, if you're not sure what colors would go best with your eyes, just message me and I can tell you. But liquid eyeshadows, best investment you will ever make. It is so good. And they're only, I think, $26. But isn't that pretty? See how it really opens up my eyes? So good. All right, so now I'm going to set my makeup. I'm going to use my setting spray. I cannot stress enough how important that step is. It's going to add moisture into your foundation, making it expand, which is going to help to make it look more natural. It's also going to help everything stay in place longer, preventing transferring. And it also feels amazing. It's perfect for a refresh too. If you're wanting to like touch up your makeup later in the day, I always use my setting powder and I'll just kind of dust it wherever it looks oily. And then I will use my setting spray again. So perfect refresher. Perfect keeping it in place. So good. And it dries really quickly. All right, so the reason that I set it before I do my lashes, because I don't like when my lashes feel even more wet after I use it. So I'm going to go in with my lash primer first. And this is not only going to give my lashes incredible length, but it's also giving them a lot of hydration, which is going to make them stronger, which can slow down your lash cycle, meaning that it's going to keep them in place longer, so they're not shedding as fast, which will help them to look fuller longer. So win, win, win. So lash primer first. Then I'm going to go in with my Twisted mascara, and this is hands down my favorite mascara I've ever used because it has caffeine, like eye cream, has biotin, argan oil, and keratin infused in it. So it's promoting lash growth while you're wearing it. Like, how amazing is that? It's also water resistant, and it has these really fine teeth combs on here. So it gives amazing separation. So no more like chunky lashes or spider leg lashes. And the formula is so easy to work with. Also has a little doohickey, technical terms, in here that actually help to prevent you pulling out too much product, which I think is really, really cool. All right, so now I'm going to go in with the best part. Look at this teeny tiny little wand that it comes with it for these hard to reach lashes on the inner corner. I will do one coat on top on the tips and then on the bottom lash line. And like I said, this is the first mascara I've been ever able to use that doesn't smudge or smear underneath my eye. So I can finally use mascara on the bottom lash line. And it's making your lashes grow. And if you haven't experienced any lash growth yet, so if you have smaller lashes, you can do your whole eye with this teeny tiny little wand too. So it's perfect for those really hard to reach lashes. All right, so I'm going to do another coat. It's totally buildable. And that's so good. Look at those lashes. Now, if you want to be even more bougie, which I'm all about the drama on my lashes, you can go in with the 4D mascara. This has fibers infused in it, so it gives you length and volume. It just gives even more like pizzazz to your lashes. So I go in with this. Yes, really best mascara ever. All right, so now to finish off this look, I'm going to do a really fun kind of pinky nude lip look. I'm going to go in with the lip liner in the shade Punchy. And then align my lips with this. And then fill them in. Now this is one of my favorite colors because look at this really gorgeous baby doll pink. I'm not going to be too much of a stickler on filling it all in because I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. Okay. Kind of feather it through. And now I'm going to take my finger and blend it out, which is going to make it look kind of soft. All right. And then I'm going to go in with the Splash liquid lipstick in the shade Subtle, which is a really pretty like mauve-y nude. And then when you put it on top, you get like this really pretty combination. And then you're going to take this all the way to the lip liner. Now I'm going to take my finger and blend that in. Isn't that turning out so pretty? And I love our liquid lipsticks because they're not drying, they're not peely, and they're still matte. Not really fun. So gorgeous. Forgot to get a napkin, I think. Okay. And then lastly, I'm going to use the lip butter in the shade Spa Day. Now, the lip butters were the first week's bundle. I know some of you missed them, but have no fear. I've been working with this company for 5 years, and so I kind of know the way that they work. So they have always brought back every bundle at the end. So if you missed out on a bundle, have no fear. If they're still in stock, which these are, they will come back. So definitely make sure to sign up for my text service, which again, if you text Rhea Hope to, here, I'll write it out here for you guys. Rhea Hope to the number 25456. If you text Rhea Hope to 25456, but Rhea Hope all one word, sorry, it broke it up. Rhea Hope to 25456, you will get alerted when they all restock. So make sure to sign up for my text subscribe thing. And then I'm going to use Spa Day right on top. And these lip butters, you guys, you have to get your hands on them. They are so good. Which again, these will come back at the end. So the end of the month. but just adds like a little bit of like hydration and a little bit of sheen to them. They're so good. And that was the makeup look. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like I had mentioned, I will be live at 11 o'clock Pacific Standard Time to do my hair with Lange, which they always are giving away free product during my live. So make sure to tune back in here. Make sure if you haven't yet that you go to my page, Rhea Hope, and you give it a thumbs up and click follow. There's two things. If you don't do the two things, then you don't get alerted from when I do fun things or giveaways or things like that. So make sure to head to Rhea Hope here on Facebook, RAYAHOPE. Give it a thumbs up and a follow. And then you head over to Instagram and you follow me there too, because I'm always posting really fun things on my Instagram story. I'm actually running a giveaway. So if you want to see how to enter into the giveaway, go to Instagram and then click on my profile picture when you go to my page, Rhea Hope. So I love you guys. I'll see you at 11. Bye.